Good evening, one and all. It is 8 o'clock. It is Monday night. It is time for the Four Horsemen of the Toon. So, good evening. Oops, not in the right places there. Now, good evening, everybody. Now, as you may see, that Mr. Sinclair isn't on here, but he is actually behind the scenes. But what I wanted to do this week is, in homage to the man himself, to Mr. Loverman, I wanted to give him the proper proper welcome to the show, because, you know, as we know, John likes to swoon the women all across Twitter on a weekend or various times of the day. So I wanted to give him the perfect introduction. Now, the other lads haven't seen this either. I was just working on this today and thought it'd be quite funny to introduce John in a different way. So here we go, introducing the pimp himself, Mr. John Sinclair.
מעל שדות תלויה הלבנה, נלך לשם אהובתי, נלך מחר, את כל הכוכבים אגיש לך מתנה, אהובתי שלי בבנת צבא.
So there you go, Mr. John Sinclair. Welcome to the Toon. And also, if you notice that John is actually the invisible man tonight, he's adjusting his green screen as we speak. But if you can notice that we can see right straight through him, and just like we can on his tweets trying to pull women, we can see right through him again. So good welcome to John. John, seriously, man, what the hell?
I tried.
I would just leave it, John.
Just leave it.
Just leave it. I mean, it's nice to get a view of St James's Park right through here.
He is.
So don't worry about that.
I don't know. I mean, I've done my best. I've done my bit, but
it's your lighting, John. It's your lighting. What? If the fade button doesn't work too well, it'll be your lighting that you need to change. You need stronger lighting on you.
Right. Well, so I've got two.
So you just need to have brighter lights on you, mate, and your green screen will be perfect.
Don't panic about it, John. It's okay.
Exactly.
You look good with St James's Park through and that little fuzz around you.
Exactly. It's much better than the condom jumper anyway, John, to be honest. So, you know, I mean...
we love that rib jumper.
Oh, we do, don't
we? John's array of jumpers is just absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I mean, it really is. Just before we start, we've had some photos sent in. Now, mainly they're based on John, obviously, for his his Loverman experiences. I don't know what this one's all about. But obviously, John and his playing in the number 69, which really suits him very well. Obviously, we've seen the Toon Funds one there on his introduction, and I didn't get away with it either, unfortunately. So I wasn't escaping that. So never mind.
That one last week.
I don't know, Barry. I can't remember yesterday, never mind last week. But welcome all to the show. We've got nearly 100 watching already, which is fantastic. A lot to go through tonight, obviously, with the statement put out by Newcastle United last week. I've had nearly 6,000 views on the video I did, which is incredible. Just going through the statement itself. And I was pretty bemused by it all. I was pretty pissed off by it all, to be honest. And lo and behold, it looks like Wilson's going to be out for John, for fuck's sake. There, leave it there. Leave it.
There we go.
I know you've got that little shadow there, but that's fine.
Leave it.
Now, given that obviously I had me say on it, I wasn't very happy at all. You know, I don't think any Newcastle fan was getting taken in by that statement at all. And then it came out today, obviously, that Callum Wilson may be missing for a few weeks. And Ryan Fraser pictured today leaving the Scotland training ground on crutches. Now, Now, people have come at me saying, well, he's done nothing, he's done nothing. That's not what I meant by my tweets today. What I meant was this lack of squad depth is coming back to bite us in the ass already. And, all the Newcastle fans could see it coming, Peter, and it's started already.
Exactly, and we're going to really start paying for it now massively. 2 players out. Well, what can it get any worse? Going in the game on Saturday.
They're not releasing any news on Callum Wilson, which for me is a bit worrying.
Well, I
actually.
haven't. It's just like rumour stuff. It's like nothing officially official.
Yeah. I mean, Baz, what do you think of the whole injury situation?
Shite.
Okay. Well.
Feck.
See what he's doing.
Girls. Feck. Girls.
Nuns. Reverse.
John, go on, have your say, buddy.
He's
killing something again.
No, I'm just adjusting my fan because it's 100 degrees in here. Go on, John.
Yeah, 3 games gone, and we are all ready in the shite, are we? Excuse me, French. But the bottom line is, this is what happens when you don't repeat on your team. It's weaker. We're selling players and stuff like that, and getting rid of them. And if you don't, and I said it before, if you don't replace them, then this is what's going to happen. Because Steve Bruce must be absolutely shafted, and not only that. I mean, I'm not a Bruce lover. Don't get us wrong, but he's been hanging to dry here.
I'm not a Bruce lover.
Well, hang on a minute. I mean, we're talking about Steve Bruce here, who's been in Portugal. He's only come back today. 4 days before we're due to play Manchester United. I mean, he doesn't, whether he's being hung out to dry or not, you don't fuck off and leave the majority of the squad. We're a bit buggered.
To be fair, though, let's face it, right? If he has left the squad, Graham Jones is there doing the training, so we might actually have a chance.
Well, we'll see on Saturday, won't we? But I think we're in for enough. Fucking hell. Chippers says, John, I had a sex change today. Does it mean I qualify for a shout-out on Twitter now?
I think Chippers also sent us something about it.
Oh, God.
That's an awful thought, that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Paul says that pick of Proudlock looks a bit suspicious. Keep the kids away from him.
Thank you, Paul.
Obviously referring to the thumbnail. Chipper says, look, the ref from Greater Manchester is in charge for Saturday. What a surprise.
Yeah, well, according to what Chipper said, John had a sex change for John so he could get a shout out on Twitter. Oh, God almighty.
Oh, dear God. Is that what Chipper says he looked like with a bloody sex change?
Apparently, according to him.
That's quite scary. Good evening, Jason. Hope you're well. Paul says, John, what happened to the almighty Italy? I'm getting feedback. Somebody's speaker's not working properly here. Hang on. I'll just check the mics. See what it's like with John off. Oh, no, it's not him.
Could be me.
It could be Peter. It's Peter.
It's Peter.
Any better?
Let's try. No, I'm still getting echo, Pete.
Okay, hold on. Drop us out and put us back in. See what it does.
Okay. Any better? No.
Just shout there. Get out.
That was Olivia shouting at the dogs. Oh, God almighty. Hang on. I'm knocking my mic off. Jesus wept. What a great start of the show. Anyway, Jason's in the house. Annie's in the house. Jason says, so Old Brucey was photoed on the plane return. Apparently the coaches and players knew nothing about it and are furious with him. Thoughts?
Shoot him.
Well,
it's a bit harsh like that.
Getting feedback as well, Pete. Or getting feedback on Swell, so I don't know who it is.
Peter, we need to sort your mic out, mate.
All right. Is it still singing?
Yeah. Right, I've muted Pete for now while he sorts himself out. He's disconnected his mic for now, so we'll find out what's going on with him.
Turning it on and off again.
There's rumours going around that Mr. Bruce, that the players and coaches knew nothing about his little jaunt to Portugal.
I think that's very, very poor, mate. It really, really is. I mean, for him to bug off to Portugal, right, letting them know about it, I think that's That's very, very poor form. That the players are going to be thinking, hang on a minute, we need to get training there. Where's he gone? Why is he off to Portugal? It is absolutely wrong. The football club, right? It's just an absolute joke now. It really, really is. They don't tell you anything. They don't tell you now at all. But it needs to be invested. It needs to be sorted on Friday in the press conference and find out why did he go to Portugal? Why is the players haven't been told about this? And we need answers. The fans need answers as well.
Yeah. I mean,
do you know this thing called transparency that Mike Ashley wants from the Premier League?
Yeah.
Isn't it fucking ironic?
It is a bit hypocritical, actually. Yeah. I mean, we get nothing, no transparency from the club at all. Pity that sorted your mic out because there's no echo now. So that's
that's good.
That's good. Yeah. Good evening, Kev. Regarding the thumbnail, Baz, he says, Baz, it looks like something you would get in a McDonald's Happy Meal that you would stick on the end of your pencil. Wow. Jake, good evening. Evening, lads. Looking forward to the traditional Bruno Fernandes dodgy VAR penalty. Oh, God, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's going to happen, guys. And I think, I think Man United will probably get a penalty. I don't
think Fernandes will take it, though. I think Ronaldo will if he's on the pitch.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, who's going to take them? I don't think. Well, obviously Ronaldo takes them for Portugal, and he's got more of a say over that than Fernandes. So, yeah. Kev, again about the thumbnail, looks like a cross between Matt Lucas and Will from In-Betweeners without the glasses. Now, I'm not sure who he's referring to there. Jason says, Wilson injured, Fraser injured, Dubravka injured, Darlow recovering, Shelvey injured, Hayden injured, ASM gets a knock against Man United, and we have no one. I mean, God almighty, it's tragic, really. Absolutely tragic. Thomas says, evening everyone, that thumbnail, he's laughing at it. Again, done by Ian, so thank you very much, Ian, for the thumbnail again. Absolutely brilliant. Kev says apparently Darlow has recovered from COVID. Well, I guess that'll be confirmed in the press conference on Friday. Only time will tell, of course.
Does he come straight back in, or do we stick with Woodman?
He'll probably stick with Woodman, I would think.
Yeah. What is even that thumbnail? Or Annie, you probably too young to know what that thumbnail is. Yeah. Evening, Trolls. Hope you're well. Warren says, evening, lads. Hope you're well. Did you get up to much over the international break? I believe you did I know you did a marathon stream on Saturday, Peter. I think it was over 3 hours, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
I mean, how do you make a stream last 3 hours? I mean, John would love to know.
I know. I think I was about to end it early at some point until Steve came in.
Right, yeah. Steve from America, who doesn't stop talking. Yeah, he's great, Steve.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I love Steve. He's so enthusiastic, which is great to see from a Newcastle fan point of view. You know what I mean? When everybody's so downbeat, it's always crappy news from Newcastle, but at least he's enthusiastic about the crappy news. Kev says Bazza and John on the thumbnail look like Pengu and Postman Pat. Gruesome twosome. Wow.
Wow.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean,
Pat look that bad.
Jake says strange, but Dougal's haircut actually suits PD. He looks like he's come straight out of the top set in maths. I mean, I did think that when I saw the thumbnail. I thought, my God, the way he's done it is pretty good. Because Baz, yours looked tremendous. He did, the way he did the hair on top of you, it looked spot on.
Oh yeah.
And Peter and John is the cleaning lady. Oh my God, absolutely class. Now, obviously, with Steve Bruce coming back today, we're only going to get 4 days training with our actual manager. So we're not very confident about that. But Baz, I'll start with you. The statement that came out the other day from the club. Obviously, I've done my own video on it, etc. But I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Because for me, it was pathetic. PR trying to kiss the backsides of the Newcastle fans because they know now the unrest in the club with the fans.
Now is the time to strike. It really is. If we can get a decent protest together on that Friday night for the Leeds game at home, tennis balls on the pitch, whatever it may be, we need to start hammering it home now. They have come out and said the most ridiculous statement you could possibly expect from a Premier League football club. No one would have come out and said that. No other Premier League club would have said the crap that they said. Where's the money gone? Because that money has not been spent. He is lying his arse off, and he knows it, and he's in big fucking trouble now. It's time we fought back. It really is. I've had enough.
Yeah, definitely. Kev says, what's the topic of conversation on Fan Forum tomorrow evening, given there was no Newcastle game? Plenty to talk about on Fans Forum, Kev. We've got the statement released by Newcastle.
Thumbnail. What a twat.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, he's class, man. Class. So there'll be plenty to talk about. Man United build-up, the situation in Newcastle, all sorts still to talk about, Kev. Good evening, Ian. Obviously, he does the thumbnails, so we've got him to thank for the fantastic thumbnails for the Four Horsemen. Thomas says, good evening, King of Morocco and Hegarty and Postman Pat. Obviously, John's still invisible, though.
Frank Bruno.
Jules, I know. Jules says, Bruce was seen on the plane with a pool cue up his arse, singing I'm the goat while people fed him tobacco and trash, says Jules. Paul says, thoughts on Wilson being injured? I know already, and Gale stepping up. Oh, I mean, Peter, do we have any hope in Dwight Gale if he plays on Saturday?
No, definitely not. But I don't think he'll play. He'll not start either. It's who it's going to be. It's going to be Joe Linton, obviously.
They want a bigger man up front, won't they, to try and hoof the ball up to, and that'll be the tactics. Try and keep it down to as many as possible, as less as possible, I should say.
Well,
we've got to go back to and I know you're going to hate me for saying it, but Rafa tried to get rid of Gale the first season after we stayed up in the Premier League, and Gale is still at the football club. What does that tell you?
I know. Chipper says was expecting 50-cent pimp for John's introduction. Andy says, hi, Sarah, Lisa, Danielle, Natalie, Brittany, Karen, Hannah, Rihanna, Wendy, Tanya, and etc., etc. Also, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, eBay, Yellow Pages, Zoom, Sinclair. Evening Shooting Star, says Thomas. Obviously, that's what they call him, John, tonight, is Shooting Star. Joshua says, is Joe Linton behind the green screen, John? Jake says, John's come in fancy dresses. Bruce's press conference answers. You can see right through them. That's a good one, actually. Jason says, oh, God, if Paul plays Careless Whisper to bring in John, I'm leaving and joining the bats in Paul's bat cave. I had to get a song that didn't sort of get me done for copyright, Jason. So I had to watch.
Look at this, baby. Woo.
What?
Paul, you're going to shit yourself when you see this.
Am I?
Yeah, because it's a dragonfly thing. Woo. Oh, you can't see now. Look, it's flying around. That was a big one. You would have been out your seat, mate, screaming like a little girl.
I'm actually seasick now, Baz. Thanks very much for that.
It's gone behind my green screen like yours does.
I know. Tangy says, does John Sinclair do running? I'm sure I've seen him running in Hebburn today. Well, it's a long way from Bristol, mate, so I don't think it was John Sinclair. Kev says Joe Linton is currently whacking one out behind the green screen. His hoodie was blue 10 minutes ago. Oh, God, Kev, man. Seriously. Evening, Andrew. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Yes.
What?
I've got to get around. I'll literally be 10 seconds.
All right.
This is what John's intro should have been.
Oh, God. Thomas says, Postman Pat, how many letters did you deliver today?
Oh, man, this is fucking epic.
Charles says, Bruce caught pulling his tugboat to a picture of Susan Boyle. Wow. That's bleak. That is very, very bleak.
Right. Somebody has to find this video and put John's face on it, because this is John being introduced. The whole thing.
Oh, the Godfather.
The Godfather. I remember him off the wrestling. His theme tune was just absolutely spot on for John. Like,
the Godfather.
You wouldn't actually have to put John's face on because he looks like him.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Carl says, talking to John today about it, the biggest question for me is, why did they feel the need to make a statement? They have never in the past, so why now?
Exactly.
Good point. I mean, for me, they only done that because Steve Bruce went on holiday. That's why they decided to do it, sort of thing. But I watched your program, Paul. Everything you say is 100% right. I mean, especially when you said about the 40 million on Joe Linton, why did not spend that money on a training facility, sort of thing. And another thing is in statement, which made us absolutely laugh, telling us fans they got a talented team that can improve, right? Talented team. This talented team is going to get us relegated this season. Let's be real about it, right? So I don't know what that statement came out from. And I want to know who wrote the statement out, who did it, right? Yeah. Because they never said no one's name on that statement.
Well, that's what pisses me off. There was no actual signature on the statement, was it? It didn't. I mean, has it come from Ashley? Has it come from Charlie? Has it come from Bruce? Has it come from, Peggy the tea lady or whatever? We don't know. But I think it was
Charlie or Ashley, hasn't it?
Well, I don't know, Baz. I mean, has it been done by the PR department? Ashley or Charlie's contacted them and said, look, there's unrest amongst the supporters. We're really worried about what's going to happen in the future home games because they could get punished financially if we, the fans, did something to disrupt or whatever that might be. So obviously they're going to be worried about being hit in the pocket. So have the contacted the PR department said, look, put something out and put it out as if, to explain what happens with the money. Now, when you look at the explanation of that money, Peter, there's no actual explanation to it as to where the money's gone. They're saying they've got a pot for this and a pot for that. It's all bollocks.
Exactly. I mean, more like another pot so Ashley could buy out which bloody store next. And that's what it'd probably be. It'll not be there for parts of the football club. No chance.
Yeah.
I mean, that statement, it may as well be written in crayon.
Well,
and ripped up as well.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And by the way, I got an email this morning from, hang on, who was it?
Blythe Butchers?
Sorry?
Blythe Butchers?
It wasn't actually Blythe Butchers, no, Barry. It was from James Rushmore from Gateshead Football Club. And he sent me a lovely email saying that he's a big fan of the channel and he's offered me two tickets to go and watch them against Gloucester. So complimentary tickets, which is really nice. So thank you very much, James. If you're watching, I'll be contacting you by email tomorrow just to get that sorted, mate. So thank you very much for those, and I will be attending that. So
is it Saturday
you what, John?
Is this
No. It's when Newcastle are at Watford. I wanted to go to Watford, but I can't get tickets because it's still 25 loyalty points. There's only a couple left, so I won't be able to go. So I'll be able to go to Gateshead, which I'm looking forward to because I've never been. So it'll be my first venture there. So thank you again for that.
You'll enjoy it there.
Yeah. So thank you very much for the tickets. I really appreciate that. Jason says, so we have Batman, PD Kraft, John Linton, and Postman Pat. What a team. Justice League, eat your heart out. Archer, good evening, lads. Well, since Bruce has been to Portugal for the week, I believe Steve Bruce has left wet stains on the bed sheets.
Oh,
no. Cheers, Archer. John, how was last Monday night? It was my birthday last Thursday. I'm not sure what you're showing.
Happy birthday from Thursday, Thomas. But
that's the daddy long legs flying above my head.
Yeah, it was quiet. And
thanks, Baz.
That's all good.
I just want to try and scare you, Paul. That's all.
Magical Marijuana says, Paul, thoughts on bringing Gary Monk in?
Oh, God.
No chance. Not for me. Not for me.
Not for me either.
Look, guy. Look. If we had a choice,
Paul, can I just go back quickly? Right, picking at what?
Who would you pick? Hey, John. I'm talking. Jesus, do you know what it is? I interrupt you, not the other way around, mate.
And Sinclair, you've sworn on my channel already again tonight. Yes, you did. You said shite before because you said sorry for me French. And I just want to pick you up on that because when I was watching your show the other day, I sent a rather expletive message onto your channel, right, while you were live, saying what I thought of Newcastle United and Steve Bruce. Baz, it's not affecting me in the slightest. Nice try. So you wouldn't read it out because you didn't want to swear on your channel. And I know why you don't want to swear on your channel, because you don't want to upset your harem. You know, all those people, all those Everton women and Man United women or whoever else women you tweet out to, you don't want to come across as a filthy mouth Geordie on your channel.
Filthy mouth.
Disgrace.
John, what are you doing here on here by any chance?
Oh, dear me. Dear
Should have
me.
said that. Oh, my word.
Andrew says the Newcastle...
We haven't done the poll yet. Steve Bruce or Gary Monk?
Stronger.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have to agree, Baz, to be honest. Andrew says the Newcastle statement, when they said we are stronger together, they stole that off the Wales football team. Yeah, I noticed that. Are we stronger together, Baz? Given the state of Newcastle United Twitter,
I couldn't believe some of the stuff that's been tweeted out. I don't know if you saw Graham's message that he got privately DM'd. It was disgusting.
Oh my God!
And,
unbelievable.
It's not called for. It nearly made me want to quit Twitter. To be honest with you, it was that bad. Because that's not the
I just want to meet some of these trolls. I want to meet them face to face. They know where I stand at the ground. Come and say hello by all means. Instead of sitting in your dungeons, wanking yourselves off to your little tweets, slagging everybody off. I mean, You know what? I mean, look, we've all made mistakes in the past. We've all, said things or tweeted things that really we had no idea we were doing or we were wrong to do. I did with Steve Wraith. That was sorted out. I contacted him. I was man enough to admit I was wrong with that. There's people will disagree with what I say or with what Steve says, what Peter says, what Barry says, what Johnson. So what? Football is about opinions, and that's what it's all about. And people are getting hammered at the minute on Twitter, getting threats and stuff like that, which is pathetic. Because I'm sure that, I'll stand by that 95% of the Newcastle fans on Twitter are lovely, lovely people. Absolutely. I've met some great people on there, and through the power of social media and YouTube, I've made a lot of friends through it. So, I won't ever come off there. It used to bother me. It doesn't now. I just laugh it off. I'll have a bit banter with them because that's what they hate. They hate it when you tweet back and you say with a laughing emoji or something like that. It winds them up even more. And then after I've had me bit of fun, I'll block the bastards. It's as simple as that. Martin from Loaded HQ, he's funny as hell when the trolls hit him because he doesn't stop. He will just bury them. And it's hilarious with what he says. Mm-hmm. But it gets to the point where, Newcastle United are putting these statements out saying together stronger. The club is in complete disrepair at the minute. The fans are all over the place. The club is all over the place. And it's on its knees at the minute, John.
Yeah. I totally agree with you there. Sort of thing is an absolute mess. And when they're going to sort it out, they're never going to do it because at the end of the day, they just don't care about the fans. They don't care about the club. Nothing. I mean, this has been going for 14 years and it ain't going to change anytime soon. But something needs to happen soon, very, very soon. I want to pick on Baz comment very, very quickly about the protests, right? I mean, it's going to have to happen now. We need to fight back now. I mean, we need the protests to be one big group, not militias, one big group, right? And let's hope that we really hit home this time because we as fans has had enough of this.
I'm on fire tonight. I'm telling you, I am on absolute fucking fire. Like, look at John right now, right?
Yeah.
His green screen, right? He's got a little bit of plasticine, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Celebrity death match.
Oh my God!
Oh, lady.
Oh Jesus, John, you just need your lighting sorted, and you're good to go, mate. Seriously, the lighting will change the whole. Decent lighting will just change the whole perspective of your green screen now. It'll change the way you look. You what, mate?
I've got two of these globe lights sort of thing. I've got
they're not good enough, mate. You need at least one studio light, mate, to light your green screen, to be fair. Yeah. Or a very bright light. I'll send you some after the show, mate. I'll send you some links.
No problem.
This is me. Said that statement had so many levels of disrespect. They know we don't have the platform to be heard, so them releasing that statement was cowardly. Yeah, that's exactly what we said in the past. I mean, it is cowardly. That's what it was, Peter. It was a coward's approach to trying to get the fans on side. When
exactly.
It was never going to do that.
Exactly. We're not falling for this type of crap anymore.
Yeah.
We know what the real, what is going on, and we're not stupid anymore.
Yeah.
No chance we are stupid anymore.
Pete, we weren't born yesterday, so
exactly.
Know what I mean?
And I know what you mean, John. Does Harry know what you mean, John? Andy says sperm banks accept Steve Bruce's spit as donations.
Oh
God!
My God!
Michael says, even all, how many goals do you reckon there will be in the Man United match?
Probably 4 or 5 to Man United.
5 to 7, I think.
I mean, watching on for that game on Saturday as well. I hope you come on as well.
Well, I'm it. It's going to be horrendous. It's going to be horrendous. I mean, you know, there's been times where we haven't looked forward to Newcastle matches in the past and thought we're going to get hidings, but tonight, you know, building up to this game, we're going to get a hiding.
Massive hiding.
You know what it is, Pete? Paul, I know what it is. If we do get hammered sort of thing, I ain't going to get mad. I ain't going to get stressed. I'm just going to say, just the process. I'll just absolutely laugh. You know what I mean? I'll make a prediction now. We're going to go 3-0 down in the first 20 minutes.
Oh, Christ. Jesus.
You heard it first. I'm telling you now, we'll be 3-0 down in the first 20 minutes.
Hey, there's some crackers. I mean, Barry, your Twitter must be like a bloody newspaper, press room when we go live with all the photos. Andy says, John messing with his green screen looks like an 80s music video. What the hell is that?
Christ, it's a ripped Batman.
Well, I mean,
John is Batman.
That's a bit weird, to be honest.
Never mind. I've got a bit of breaking news as well, guys. What? Gary Caldwell.
Did you just say breaking news there, John?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Okay. Gary Caldwell's left.
Gary Caldwell's left after completing his scheduled period interim under-23s head coach. So Ken Richardson would take over the team affairs. And the permanent position will be announced shortly.
Oh, well. Just so, you know, why wasn't all this done in the fucking summer, man? This is, you know what I mean? This should have all been done and dusted before this freaking season kicked off.
Didn't Harper quit though? Isn't that why it's all in a bit of chaos at the moment? It was
Harper's still there.
Harper was I thought he was still the 23s coach.
No, he's still there. He hasn't left yet.
Right.
I say yet because it's you know, it'll be like the Titanic, all the rats jumping off the frigging ship. Jason says, balls to your French, John. You was caught red-handed dropping the F-bomb in your live video. Oh. Which video was this? That sounded like Scooby-Doo there for some reason.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Paul says, players were probably gutted to see Bruce come back. Yeah. Andrew says 9-0 on Saturday. I can see it coming. Wow. Leo says, I'm so excited, Emil Kraft on Ronaldo.
Oh, God.
I tell you what, Ronaldo will be licking his chops when he faces Kraft. I'm telling you. He'll have a top in his back pocket.
I mean, I'm you know, let's face it, we're gonna get pummeled. Jake says, for what it's worth, we're not that much better off points-wise and can't see us getting out off Liverpool either. Yeah, but you play us the week after, Jake. So, you know, there's a silver lining for you guys. Don't worry about that. Kevin says, Man United 5, Newcastle 0.
I think that's been generous as well.
Yeah. That could be half time, actually. Thomas says, it's you, Paul. What's me?
Oh, is that not the echo thing that we were talking about before?
Yeah, it's not me, actually. It was Peter. So, Thomas, you're wrong. You've had a nightmare. Richard, good evening, matey. Loving John's green screen. Who isn't? At least it's not a photo of fucking Venice this time. Tom says, John, have you had any nice dates this weekend?
Oh, there we go. No,
superb.
No. This could be a regular thing. This.
What could?
You know, having the dates on a regular basis. Still single.
Are you turning into a priest, John? Archer says, I believe Steve Bruce currently on the plane back to Newcastle. There will be a lot of wet farts on the plane.
Oh man.
John, is there a bee's nest behind you? I know what he means by that.
Yeah,
The bubble into the sides. Don't worry. Paul says Masters is trying to get Howard Webb referenced for the Man United game just to make sure. Oh, fucking hell. Can you imagine Howard friggin' Webb? Right, I've lost some comments, guys. Again, I'm very sorry, but you know what it's like on this when all the comments come in. StreamYard fucks it up. Ashley can feck off the greedy bastard, says Trolls. Hendrick should be on Father Ted. Jake says, clearly Bruce went to Portugal to give Ronaldo a welcome blowy. Now he's returned to the club Bruce really supports. Yeah. I mean, if we get pummeled about 8 or 9-0, do you think we'll see Steve Bruce walking off the pitch with Ollie smiling again?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Peter, what's on your phone?
I'm trying to... hold on a minute.
Go on, Pete.
Joe Linton, as if you were about to poke Joe Linton.
Oh, that's filth.
Oh, God.
That's disgraceful. That's straightful. Steve Bruce will start showing up on the fan forum looking for new players. Yes, evening Kendo. Geordie says, I'd imagine Bruce would stick with Woodman, or at least I would hope so. He hasn't done anything wrong apart from having a poor defence in front of him. Good evening, Keith. How about the next thumbnail be the in-betweeners? Well, Ian's watching, so I'm sure he'll come up with something fantastic, whatever it is.
That'll be good.
To be fair.
Apparently, I take after Neil and that, so there you go.
Well, you've got the blonde hair. Yeah. Michael says, John's going to do a 4-hour stream to beat PD. He didn't look impressed when you read that comment. Thomas says, Barry's hair is burnt.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, probably is. I was in the sun yesterday. It was nice.
Kev, I don't know why you're asking Aldi or Lidl. Discuss. We're not discussing Aldi or Lidl tonight. There's more pressing things as to you know. Okay. Leo says can't wait for Emil Kraft against Ronaldo. Chongled, welcome back, Chongled. It's a while since we've seen you. We want a Fantastic Four thumbnail with PD Proudlock as the thing. I'm sure Ian will be writing all these ideas down, don't you worry. Jake says now is the time to strike. Cabbages are 30 pence each at Lidl. Jason says Ronaldo will be on free kicks, corners, penalties, passes, shots, goal kicks, anything to be in front of the camera. Yeah. I mean, what did you think of that the other day when they were thinking about changing the kickoff time, Barry?
Were they?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't realise that it was actually a thing. And that does not surprise me when it comes to Sky or BT. They will do anything to get Man United in front of a TV camera and get that little Ponce in front of a TV camera as well. He's not the GOAT. Messi is. End of story.
Oh, shite off, Baz, will you?
Move on. You had your chance.
Speaking of Argentina, did anybody see the incident in that match last night?
No, I didn't.
When it got abandoned?
No. What was it about?
Do you not know about it?
I heard about a little bit about it. But
it was 11 minutes into the game and Argentinian authorities raided the pitch to remove 4 Argentinian players because they lied about being in England, about the COVID rules. So the match was abandoned.
Brilliant.
Absolute craziness. Considering Argentina had been in the country for about half a week. They could have done it before the match started, to be fair. Thomas says, Chongle, I was wondering where you were. Geordie says, the club is shitting themselves. We need to act while the iron is hot. Instead of talking the talk online, it's about time we walk the walk, says Geordie.
Facts.
Yep. Gary says, good evening, you mad bunch. And for PD Proudlock, how many number 9s does he want? Also, what about Steve Bruce? Has been something about the protests. I don't know what you mean by that, Gary, but PD...
I have to ask PD, though. Can I ask, is your green screen a cry for help? Because like your head's right in the middle of 999 999.
Yeah, either side. Emergency number, come and help me, please.
Oh, God.
It's like a secret message.
Yeah. I'm stuck in the drain that used to be here.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Richard says, you want Bruce out. He goes on holiday and you're still not happy. No, we're not. He should have stayed in freaking Portugal. Leo says, we've seen that one. Good evening, Keith. Kev says, hands up. How many people is on Ronaldo getting 2 or more goals on Saturday?
Possible.
To be fair.
Let's face it, he's going to start, isn't he? Because he's
the echo's back.
Yeah, it disappears after a while. It will disappear. Michael says, is there any harm naming this Mexican kid on the bench or Stevenson as backup striker against Man United?
No, but he's not going to do it.
He won't do it.
Yeah, I know. Guys, if you're enjoying the show tonight, please, once again, don't forget to smash that like button. It really does help me build the channel. The channel is going absolutely brilliantly at the minute, heading towards 3,000 now. I've had nearly 300 subscribers in the last week and a half. Wow. Ew. Is that supposed to be Peter or me?
Yeah, Peter. That's Chippers. You got Chippers, so thanks for that.
Oh,
apparently it's Eric Pickles.
Yeah, okay. Eric Pickles, but as I was saying before, Bazzi rudely interrupted me there. You know, I've had nearly 300 subscribers in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, which has been fantastic. So well on the way to 3,000 now. So if you would smash the like button, share the channel about, and as usual, if you wish to make a donation to the channel, super chats are available. Hit the $ for me at the bottom of the live chats, and it'll take you through that way. So thank you in advance, everybody, for that. And also go and follow the other guys' channels as well. Links are down in the description. Lots of great stuff on there. I made an appearance on Barry's Channel 69 News. And, you know, the wonderful weather lady was on there again, and some MMA and lots of stuff on there. So it was good to do that. And Peter's turning into Sinclair with his marathon streams. So there's lots to go around. Keith says, where's your white suit, Peter?
What?
I'm not sure I understand that. What does he mean? White suit. Ben says, bloody hell, it's Nigel Ben. How did your Connors fight go the other night?
Taylor says, he won, actually. I think
sorry?
He won in the 6th round, I think.
All right. Taylor says, Joe Linton is going to score against Man United. Mark my words. I think that's a little far-fetched, Taylor. Have you been drinking tonight? Jesus. Gary says, and let's hope we can get something out of for this weekend's NUFC match. And PD Proudlock looks like he's seen a ghost as he's all white. No, that's no. I don't understand. That's Peter's skin color. He can't change how white he is. Julie says, let's pray that government officials storm the pitch on Saturday for COVID violations and the game is abandoned. Yeah, I think we're wishing. Leo says, Leo is getting a bit fixated on Emil Kraft against Ronaldo here, which is a bit worrying. Paul says, is John doing an audition for the new Candyman with that swarm of bees behind him? Mark says, good evening, lads. Hope you're well. Chipper says, the John father. Jake says, pimping ain't easy. Keith says, good evening, Postman Pat.
Evening.
And Leo again.
Always deliver on time.
Senshi says, every window they do something to distract the fans. Yes, they do, actually. Good evening, Daniel. Hope you're well, mate. Will you have a cup of tea, says Thomas. Some of these comments I don't understand. Am I missing something here?
What's this?
Jason says, anyone else join more groups and not told Paul about it? Well, I wouldn't be surprised, mate. Don't worry. You know, they're all in WhatsApp groups behind my back, which is quite hurtful, really, but never mind.
I thought you got allowed in it.
You kiss my ass.
You pissed someone off, not me.
I haven't pissed anybody off, ever.
You have. You must have.
I'll never piss anybody off. Ben says, a man with a stutter died in prison before he finished his sentence. Jake says they were a talented team until Bruce came along. Chipper says, John must have signed a new deal with Daz. That hoodie is whiter than his teeth. Is it another sponsorship deal, John?
I was thinking of Colgate.
I'm not sure that was the right thing to say, John, to be fair.
Yes, I've got 2 sponsorship deals. I'm flying.
Yes. Tangy says 22 to 1 with Bet365 for 8 goals to be scored in the Man United game on Saturday. I think I will be taking those odds.
Nah, I don't think it'll be 8.
Nah, it's not going to happen. Save your money. Save your money.
Talented team with no strategy, says Daniil. Keith says, good evening, Paul. How is your dog doing? He's fine, apart from toilet training, the little twat. But, you know, we'll get there in the end. Chris says, like flogging a dead horse, fellas. Now it will change while Ashley and Bruce are at the club. I know, but we've got to try something. Ben says the vicar of Dibley wrote that statement, or it could have been Susan, the lass who makes the sarnies for Penfold. John wants Joe Linton to polish his head. Gary says, and what's happening to Mike Ashley is talking about the fans that are not happy, which I got an email saying he's not happy today. I mean, there's a few different messages going around. And I mean, if you could speak to Mike Ashley, John, face to face, what would you say?
Stop being either be ambitious or just, for me, just try and sell the club. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we had 14, 15 years of use, right? And, you know, you're not giving us what we want. We want order. It's going to be ambitious, right? Can you offer it? And the answer to that is no, I don't think you will. So I just say, well, look, best to do, sell the club, or you want to get the fans back, right? Mm-hmm. Get in a proper manager, start boost, right? Get a proper manager in, invest the money properly, right? The money you make for the Premier League, 125 million, use that money and give it to the new manager. And that manager, being realistic, is Eddie Howe. Get him in.
Well, would he come and work on the mic? Oh, dear God almighty. That's a singer, isn't it? You know, I mean, this is an interesting one from Senchi as well. Miggy is being pressed by FIFA to play for his nation, or he gets a ban.
Oh, wow. He should play for his nation. It might give him some confidence. He'll actually play in his right position. And then the Geordie nation can finally see how fucking good he really is.
Well, you see them straws above your head. Well, no, you just them straws above your head, mate. You're just clutching at them. But yeah, I mean, FIFA have turned around and said if he doesn't play for Paraguay, they'll ban him from the playing domestic football. So that's quite nice of them. Jason says thoughts on the beefing up security outside and inside the ground against Leeds. Yeah, I mean, Peter, thoughts on that?
Oh my word. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen on Friday night. It really, really is. My word.
Do you know
it's going to be so toxic in there.
Do you know the funniest thing we can do? Mike Ashley is paying all this money to beef up the security. No one fucking turn up.
It's not going to happen, no, Baz, is it?
But how funny would that be?
It'd be funny. It'd be funny, but it's
for nothing.
It's not going to happen, though.
You know what it is as well? He just sent a message saying that they're going to beef up security. It's just a shame they're not beefing up the squad, because that's something what you needed to do. Beef the squad up. Get some new players in. Never mind beefing the security.
We can't get new players in, man.
We can't beef the squad up, John.
We can get free transfers, maybe Daniel Sturridge or someone like that. But then again, you're just clutching at straws of getting in players that are past it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Not for me.
We're screwed, John. The window's shut. We can't do anything till January now. We are literally, we've got what we've got, and it's not good enough.
No, it's going to be too late. Before
January would be too late the way we're playing because we'll be too far away. You know, I've seen people saying on social media, you know, it could be another Derby County situation, or you know, Sheffield United last season where we just can't pick points up. And you know what? As laughable as that may seem, you know, it's not that funny because it is a possibility when you look at what fixtures we've got coming up now before the next international break. Where are the fucking points coming from? I mean, is anybody confident of going to Wolves or Watford and getting points?
Not really.
Not at all. Even Brentford at home. Spurs at home. Yeah? Look at the December fixture lists. We are absolutely cream crackered.
Yeah.
Really.
December, we've got 6 games, haven't we? And 2 of them are winnable.
Well, we say winnable, Baz, but we said that with the opening games of the season. You know, it's Thomas says Barry looks like
you all laughed at me when I said if we don't get points early on in our season. When I looked at those fixtures, we are going to go down, and it's now looking very realistic now.
Yeah, I know. Thomas says Barry kind of looks like Gordon Ramsay.
I'll take that. Good guy.
Joe says, where is the TV money? They're from the club, not Ashley. Oh. What happens with the money? It goes into high street stores like House of Fraser and so on, not new players or facilities.
But why is that going to outside businesses? Why? It should
John,
be
you know why. It's like Ashley. Well, Ashley did buy another sports company, DW Sports. He did indeed. NUC haven't got a pot to piss in at the minute. Well, that's if you believe the club. John should be Jay from the in-between as the serial shagger.
John, is this also you when you've seen Joe Linton's you know what down there?
Oh, oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Annie says, Gloucester, you say that's where I and John live? Yeah, I know you're close to Gloucester. Ben said, I'd rather watch the Heat these days. Anyways, Ian, Mike and Buster are doing a decent job down there. Plus, the fan base is united, unlike some. Yeah, I noticed on your vlog you did when you were at the Gateshead match that there is a bit of chanting going on these days and a bit of support there for them. So it's quite good, that.
Yeah, it is.
Senshi says Tony Pulis.
Oh,
no. Season ticket will be had and going back if this guy comes to our club.
Seriously, John, it doesn't really matter about your fucking season ticket. Your seat just sits there crying for an ass to sit on it week in, week out, and it never has.
If we played against Leeds on Saturday, I would have been there, but it was on a Friday night, and I can't get that day off.
John, you could have come up the Southampton game, right? You could have got on the train and got your busted ass up here on the Saturday. You've no excuse. Andy says, why is the Horseman show turned into Jumanji the last few weeks? Paul had a bat last week. Baz and John have bees and flies tonight. Watch, there'll be a Mackham next week.
God.
Oh, dear God. Michael says, hi, Paul. I think we get hammered on Saturday off Manchester United.
Yeah,
agreed. Geordie says he'd take St. Bede over Gary Monk. Oh, God, fair enough. Thomas says, John wanted Joe Linton to brush his teeth, but he used the wrong brush and toothpaste.
Oh, God.
No. These trolls don't represent our great fan base. We've all made mistakes with comments, etc. But these trolls go too far with life threats. Jake says, Paul, at the end of the day, you can't deal with fanatics of any kind. There is no tolerance. You might as well reason with the Taliban. Yeah, well. Michael says 5-0 Manchester United on Saturday. Gary says, Paul has sent me this today. Welcome to the sexual innuendo club. Then John said, thank you all for coming. Gary, I worry what's going on in your head at the minute. Archer says, I believe Steve Bruce will be taking a trip to Blackpool next month to see his illuminated pubes while he switches lights, switch on, switch off, then goes to the beach and plays with the donkey's crack.
Oh,
man.
My word.
Jesus Christ. Daniil says these trolls need to take a good hard look at themselves. Well, they don't, because if they did trolls, the mirror, Daniil, the mirror would absolutely smash. Thomas says, Paul, look down and see if you can see John. Oh, I get that now. He's in the stadium, yeah. Jason says, I say it all the time. Everyone has a right to their opinions and they are entitled to their opinions. Just accept it and move on. Where you agree or disagree. Don't hate because someone doesn't like your views. Exactly. Daniil says NUFC equals disorganized chaos. I think that pretty much sums up the whole club, doesn't it, at the minute? Geordie says, I think Manchester United will absolutely crucify us on Saturday. They score one and the floodgates will open. I honestly think we will get beat 8-0. That's the thing, Baz, really, isn't it? With Newcastle United, you know, we may hold out for about 10, 15 minutes or something, but once a goal goes in, we'll just capitulate.
Yeah, heads will go down. There's no leaders in that team anymore, is there? The whole thing's disorganized. Look at what happened at Southampton. Look what happened at West Ham. You know, it's just, let's just get next weekend over with. I'm going to get enough grief at work. I don't want to take enough grief on here about it.
I can imagine you work with quite a few Man United fans, yeah, and Leeds fans.
And Leeds fans and Liverpool fans.
Lee says, is Postman Pat wearing a retro Leeds United shirt?
No, this is my Pascoe Vale Cricket Club from Australia.
Sorry, did you mention cricket there, Buzz?
I did mention
Oh, God.
What's that one?
Oh, piss off. Luke says, I told you I was a couple of weeks ago we were going to get the Mexican Lewandowski, and you all said, no, let's hope he is. I really hope he is, but I really don't think he's going to be. Yeah, I mean,
if he was that good, everyone would be after him, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm convinced convinced it's a PR stunt. I really am.
Yeah,
I really am. Yeah.
Expensive.
John, how many Joe Linton diarrhea chocolate bars did you sell?
Oh, God. Thomas, man.
Thomas says he's going to the Man United game. Imagine if we beat Man United, says Tom.
Love it if we beat them, but not going to happen.
Yeah, we can imagine.
Does Steve Bruce get a statue then?
Oh God! Can you imagine that? Can you imagine where would they put that statue to hold that fat bastard up? Jesus, where?
Probably be gone within 2 seconds.
Yeah, it'd be
honestly.
You could just see it being. Hang on, you could just see a statue of Steve Bruce being put up, and then like Saddam Hussein statue pulled down by, it would just be hell on, wouldn't it? Really.
Yeah. Just imagine working with all the Man United fans, and they literally every break time I walk in, I hear the Mac and Messiah's doing well. That's all I get every
fucking Mac and Messiah. Jesus. Evening, level 7 Dave is in the house. Carl says Jones gets this job all day long for me if they do end up pulling the trigger on Steve Bruce. No one else would realistically want the job, but the fans would get behind him 100%. It still might not be enough to save us. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that Jones is a manager, though.
Good number 2, but manager now.
Conversation.
Yeah, we have
this conversation 3 shows ago, and we all agreed that Graham Jones is a great coach and a great number 2, and he needs the right man in front of him to lead the team properly, where he does the coaching side of things.
Well, there's a lot of rumours circulating that John Terry is the favourite to step in for if the trigger is pulled on Steve Bruce. Any thoughts on that, Peter?
I've heard rumours about that, but can I see it happening? I'm not too sure.
He needs to make the step up, doesn't he? Because he's a coach at Villa.
Yeah, I think if he was going to go into management, he should go down the leagues first or go the SPL like Steven Gerrard did, just to get a lot more to improve himself.
Well, John Terry is currently unemployed, isn't he? So, it's...
Is he still not a coach at Villa?
No, he's left Villa, mate. He left Villa before the season started.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Which I think he's wanting a manager's job now, so that's why he sort of bowed out. By the way, can I just say that to all my wonderful subscribers out there, if any one of you is a dentist or knows a dentist, please drop me a DM on Twitter saying that somebody can help me, because I have a tooth which is knacking, to say the least, and I rang 35 dentists on Friday afternoon around the County Durham area, and not one of them are taking any new patients.
That doesn't surprise me.
What the hell are you supposed to do? I mean, really, it's a joke. So, if any of you guys out there are dentists and you can fit me in and save my life, please do, because I'm going to rip the fucking thing out myself shortly. And, I know that's not advised. I've done it before, though, and I'll do it again. And it's packing a punch. Let's just say that.
An emergency dental appointment, like not a dentist at the emergency hospital thing.
I can ring 111, but the only option is if you do it that way and you get sent to the dental hospital, the only thing they will do is remove the tooth. They don't give you an option to do the fillings, and to be honest, I think it'll need pulling out anyway. But I'd like to have the opportunity, because I've lost so many teeth through the hockey and that. It's at the back, it's towards the back, so I wouldn't really miss it.
Oh God!
I'm pleased my pain makes Baz laugh like that, though. You know what I mean? It's lovely to get the sympathy off Baz, isn't it? What, Barry?
Someone sent this video. I'm looking at it going, why the fuck she sent me that? Then halfway through it just boom hits you. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh God!
You got to bear with it because it's 20 seconds long. Okay. But I'm like this. I'm going, why has he sent me this? This looks a little bit like silly. I don't know.
Yeah, nothing happening.
Nothing happening. Boom!
Hey, there he is.
Who said that one, lad?
Oh my God!
Taylor Hobkick.
Taylor Hobkick, yeah. Warren says lack of investment has caught up on us. Relegation be nailed on, and we won't come back up if the worst happens. Struggling for words when describing the Toon. Geordie says, remember the time Southampton beat Sunderland 8-0 down at St Mary's? I'm expecting a similar match, especially given the quality the Man United have attacking wise. I hope I'm wrong, though. I can't see Varane and Maguire having a very busy night, to be fair, or afternoon. Keith says, Bazzy, you're on fire.
Thanks, mate. I think so as well.
Thomas says, even level 7, Dave, any knobbly bobblies? Jason says 34 minutes, 16 seconds into his Q&A vid. Yeah, I watched his Q&A vid and I know exactly what you're talking about, Jace.
Was that the swear word?
Yes.
Other question.
Senshi says, let Becky Langley run the training for a day.
Oh, the manager for the women's side, huh?
Yeah. Or bring someone in like the Chelsea women's manager. She'll kick some ass, I tell you. I wouldn't like to get on the wrong side of her.
Would you take us manager though, Paul?
Yeah, I would actually. Yes.
I would.
Why not? Just because she's a woman, big deal.
Baz,
come on, hit me.
Is this you doing the gardening yesterday?
Probably.
Hey!
That's brilliant.
Is that Roland Rat's brother Kevin? It is, isn't it? It is definitely. Yeah, John. So I was saying, I would take her. Just because she's a woman, it doesn't make any difference to me. I mean, she's very level-headed when it comes to managing, and she's, when you listen to her on the punditry, she knows what she's bloody talking about, and I think she would kick some serious ass in that dressing room. I do.
I hear you.
Michael says, John, do you think if we lose the next 2 games, Bruce will be sacked?
He should have got sacked last season, to be fair. But going back to this one, if he loses these 2 games, then he's got to walk. He's got to be sacked, because if you look at the fixtures, I just looked at the fixtures and we've got to play the next 10 games. I cannot see us getting 1 win. I cannot get him seeing a win. And also, I don't know if you've seen it on the Shields Gazette, that Stevie's got 3 years left on his contract.
Yeah, I read that as well.
I mean,
that's been sneaky as anything, hasn't it?
Well, nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows, does it? Because the club is so fucking secretive. And there's Ryan Fraser today as well, guys. Obviously, he's in a foot thing and on crutches. Picked it up. I'm disappointed, because I tell you why I'm disappointed, because I quite like the look of Ryan Fraser in pre-season and from what I saw in the Carabao Cup game, and he's got a lot to do to convince us, without a shadow of a doubt, after what happened last season. But I'm disappointed, because I think Ryan Fraser, he could do something for us this season. I've liked his attitude this season. He's worked hard, and I can't take that away from him. And I always said, I'll criticize when I have to criticize, but if I see a player making an effort, then I'll also speak out and praise him. And with Ryan Fraser, I like what I've seen, and it's that for me is a shame.
Should be started ahead of Miggy. Should have been started ahead of Miggy.
He should be ahead of Miggy at the minute. I know Baz will cry at that comment.
No, I completely agree with that. And I've said that. John, that's twice now.
That's it.
It is. He's taken after the American Steve. He's very eager to get his words in tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all them fucking bees behind him.
It's just Paddy Steve Bruce trying to walk away. You've seen it.
I got to say, Helen, pole dancing just ain't what it used to be. Oh, my God. Holy shit. Happy
John,
Feet says...
with your camera.
Sorry, Baz. He's like a school kid. Sorry, Baz. Bazza in the thumbnail looks like Doc Brown from Back to the Future if he was in a home. Andy says, genuinely think it will be 5-0 at half time. Wow.
There's a good chance it will be.
Yeah.
I'd get on over -2 goals in the first half. That'd be a good bet.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've lost a couple more comments again. Jesus
guys,
Christ.
look at the goal difference as well. Our goal difference is going to shoot right to the top. Downwards.
Yeah. What we said at the bottom.
John, how can it shoot? Hang on. John. Did you hear what you just said there? Our goal difference is going to shoot to the very top downwards. What sort of fucking English is that?
No.
You have to explain yourself now, John.
No. Andy says, John, can I set up your Tinder account? You'll be riddled by the end of the year.
I heard about Tinder's accounts. I mean, not for me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you've heard about them, haven't you, John? Yeah. Yeah. I bet John's got about 10 burner accounts on Tinder. I bet his penis has its account on its own. Sorry, John. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well, mate. Kev's back again. John, very disrespectful to try and hold down a yawn when it's obviously you're tired. It's live streaming getting the better of you, or is one of your lady friends keeping you up a lot?
Well, according to Kev, apparently this person is you, Paul and Baz, when the bats and the dragonflies come in the room.
See, I don't mind them.
Baz, you would have minded what came in this room last week. I'm telling you, you would have minded that because it had teeth and everything. It was a monster. It was like some of them old Sinbad films you used to watch when the monsters used to come out of the sea. It was something like that. It just appeared through the blinds as if it had been watching us for about half an hour before it made its move. I'm starting to sound like I'm dictating from a horror film here. Jules says, I think we will lose by double figures because Bruce is at home on Saturday. Yeah. Michael says, if Newcastle lose the next 2 games, then Bruce has to go because I don't think we'll get out of this shite. Geordie says,
always say if we're in the bottom 3, he would be sacked. Didn't he always say that?
Yeah, but
so what?
It's just bullshit, isn't it? It really is. It's just bullshit. Geordie says, when Ronaldo scores past us on Saturday, I bet Steve Bruce does a German manager sniff your fingers or whatever he's called special.
Oh,
yeah. Happy Feet says, have you heard what has been announced? Apparently there's been a white desert humanity have never seen before. A white desert, humanity has never seen before, but on closer inspection, it's actually John and Joe Linton's after juice.
Oh.
That's terrible.
I shouldn't bother with a green screen, should I? But John's bird's doing well on the beach, isn't she?
Oh my God. Here, John, when I was watching your Q&A, I found it really funny because sometime through the Q&A, right, there was a bit of rattling going on in the background, and you just turned around and said, yeah, my mum's in the background, she's making the tea, She's like, what? Absolutely brilliant viewing it was. Brilliant. Senshi says, nice to see PD with James at the ladies' match.
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
Did you not vlog it?
No, I didn't vlog it. Newcastle Fan TV, Dave Lee was there and he was doing a vlog off of the NFTV Extra.
He put some mileage in, does Lee, I tell you.
He does.
Thomas says, Peter's scared of a piece of fluff. I saw it on NFTV Extra. What's that all about?
Well, a lot of the time when I was standing, the area I was standing up at Druid Park, part of that area should have been called Wasp Zone because there was bloody loads of them flying about. And
I'll be out.
And I must have thought it was a wasp, but until he said it was a bit of fluff.
Oh, God. Yeah, but I can understand that. If wasps are flying around you, then a bit of fluff kind of,
They were just flying out, trying to get me drink. I
hate wasps. Even though I played with one on the front of my shirt for all my life, you know what I mean? But I just hate the real thing. Kev says, John, can you go and get some Joe Linton juice and cheers everyone as a belated happy birthday drink? Michael says, got no hope of VAR benefiting us after seeing Amazon show a list of which teams have benefited most from VAR. Obviously, Man United was first. Billy, good evening, mate. He currently watching the Solheim Cup. Surprised Sinclair isn't watching. It's the ladies' golf, John. Lots of ladies in quite short skirts and shorts. Lots of legs on shore, Sinclair. Johnny says, how the fuck can they lie about the COVID rules knowing that the Premier League is watched worldwide? I know, that was what was bizarre about it. Looks like Bazza is hiding in a back lane of Benwell with that green screen. Back lane in Benwell. Jesus Christ. Tom says, Gary Caldwell has left. Yeah, we announced that not long ago, Tom. He's out. Trolls, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Really appreciate it, matey. Thank you so much again. Peter, what is written on your shirt?
Just says Toon Army. Probably I love Toon Army.
Yep, there you go. It's a proper T-shirt. Happy Features, I think the echo is actually John staring down into Joe Linton's gaping.
You don't even need to finish that.
No, he doesn't. Jordy says, tip for fantasy football players out there, have Ronaldo as captain because he will rip us a new arsehole on Saturday. Yep, he'll definitely be in my team. I know that much. Good evening, Sharky. Evening, lads. The emergency services are en route to PD Proudlock as we speak. Good shows ever. Cheers, buddy. We may be seeing Sharky returning to things in the future. But more to be announced on that. As Barry goes on sabbatical, but we'll announce that closer to the time. Andy says Ronaldo is 9-1 to finish top goal scorer, like easy money. Billy says, I must be the only one who doesn't mind Brucey has gone on holiday. It's just a shame he hasn't ventured to Afghanistan.
Oh,
man.
No.
Wow, Billy. I tell you what, yeah, see you later. Oh, my God. I think Billy's just let his feelings well and truly known there. Craig says, what do you think Bruce can do to get sacked? He's tried so hard. Obviously, casually having a giggle with his Cockney pals. Yeah, I know. Jason says, I follow you all. You just haven't noticed me yet.
Are you stalking us?
I'm not sure. John, tell us about stalking.
Well, what you do is you go on Twitter and you do the shout out for all the ladies, like, and you know.
I know them for years. I know them online for what?
John.
Long-term followers.
I'm not having it for 1 second.
Yeah,
You know them all.
ask anyone there.
well,
They just bloody follow you.
That Gillian put you into shame as well. That tweet.
Why did she put me to shame?
No, she just said down Sunday babe vibes. That's what she put on the tweet. I don't know if you saw it.
That's all she said. Sandy Bay vibes. How is that putting me to shame?
well. Anyways, John, I think this the Corn Archer. I think this last might be after you though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, go on.
Oh no!
Has anyone seen John? Can you tell him?
I'll never trust Archer. That.
Oh fucking!
I
want a bit of that fucking cock.
And apparently, this is hold on. Steve Bruce tried to sit on the plane. Steve Bruce tried to get him.
Mr. Blobby. I seen a meme on Twitter today where they tried to fucking sit on the plane fastening his seatbelt, and that was Jesus Christ. Warren says the last part of that statement baffled me. Didn't realise we had talented players in Joe Linton, Hendrick, Kraft. Name a few. They fuck ever deliver for us. Charles says NUFC getting a free transfer. His name is I Suck Immensely. Michael says, Peter, if we lose the next 2 games, do you think Bruce will get sacked? Or how long do you think we will give him?
Oh, well, he should be sacked, but we're probably not going to sack him because, again, Mike Ashley's wiped his hands with the football club. He wants to concentrate on something else, about probably thinking of early retirement, things like that, if we're not spending any money.
He's taking his eye off the board. I mean, if you're a good businessman, right, you can't let this go on. You just cannot. You've got to, in my opinion, right, sort this thing out, sort the mess out. Because if you don't sort this out, if the club goes further down, then it's not going to be. It's going to be tougher to sell the club, especially in the Championship.
Yeah. Peter, you've got that echo on again, matey.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Take it off, Pete.
It must be where you're putting your water bottle somewhere, because every time you have a drink and put it down close to the mic or something, it's gone now. Jason says, ask Peter about the guy who came on during the stream and flashed his ass.
This is some guy from America. I don't know. I do not
What?
want to go on.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Peter, how come you get, when you do your streams, people want to strip off? What is that?
Chip
is going to the toilet and wanting to share with the rest of the world about what he does. And then
that was terrible.
Some American guy getting his ass out. Bloody hell. Keith said Paul Sinner off the chase. One of us looks like him.
Oh,
Ben says, breaking news, Gary Caldwell has been appointed first-team manager. Yeah. No. Level 7 Dave thinks we're going to beat Manchester United 3-2. Hell, Dave, honestly. I'm sorry, you've had a mare again there. Wishful thinking, says Ben. Rich T. Vicar, says Ben. Happy Feet says, I think Ronaldo will score 6. Double hat trick. Paul says Paul looks like Jensen Hunt from Thunderbirds. Who the fuck's Jensen Hunt? Can I get on that one, Barry? I mean, Paul's normally very kind to me, so I'm sure this is going to be just fucking lovely, isn't it? God, Thomas says, John, is Mrs. Doyle Father Ted in the thumbnail? And that's what she says. Ben says, John's sponsorship deal with Cumgate is on a rolling contract until Joe Linton leaves the club.
John, you haven't been pulling this person, have you? Holy fuck.
Oh dear me. Wow, John.
Wow.
Good luck splitting her in half, mate. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, like John's capable of doing anything.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
That anaconda wrap right round it and squeeze it.
Oh, Baz, man. Ben says, if I could speak, Ashley, I would tell him to get rid of Steve Bruce and replace him with Roberto Martinez or Eddie Howe and keep Graham Jones until the club is sold. Daniil says, sack Bruce and get Eddie Howe in. Oh, then let's see it.
It's not bad, to be fair, but I might actually use this top picture for when you do the Channel 69 news again.
Yeah. I'm not too fussed with that one. I quite like that one. Thanks, Paul. Jake says, seriously, lads, how would each of you set up against Man Utd? Is there any way you can get anything out of the game?
No.
Yeah, you're not changed.
Not unless...
Firstly, still play 4-2-3-1, but you don't do that. If what he's going to do as well, he'll play 5-4-1.
Oh, God.
Is that...
Is
that Steve?
No, that's not Steve.
Why did he bear his ass like that?
I have no idea. But that is
Was there any explanation to that?
It just says Dougie.
Or did you cut him off?
I think
He's an Eagles fan.
I think he just disappeared off the street.
Jesus Christ. Right, thank you again for watching, everybody, tonight. If you are enjoying the show, please don't forget to smash those like buttons for me. Help me build the channel. And if you're new and you like what you see, please don't forget to consider subscribing. Well on the way to 3,000 now. I'd love to hit that pretty soon and keep building and building. And if you want to donate to the channel, if you're kind enough to, if you want to, super chats are available at the bottom of the live comments. Just hit the button and it'll take you through to a payment method that way. So thank you in advance to everybody who is willing to do that. And also links to all the other guys' channels are down in the description. So please go and give them a sub as well. Get there. John's just past 800 now on his way to 1,000. Baz is very close to 500, so he's getting there. And Peter, you're well over 1,000 now, heading upwards as well.
Yep.
So it's all good stuff.
Chippers, you are one disgusting human being.
Individual.
Has John and Jolin been shagging? He says this is partly John and Jolin shagging on a train. Oh God! Oh fuck me!
Oh, that! What the hell, Chippers? You are a disgrace to humanity. You really are.
I see when he birthed you there, put him in the belly box.
I did.
You know the worst thing about that picture?
Yeah,
it actually looks like he's took it himself.
That's a good point. Actually, does it looks like he's took it on his? Yeah, I'll agree with that. How many sponsorship deals have you got, John?
Got a couple. Actually, I've got none really, but I'll probably guess. Oh man,
John.
Oh my God, John! Honestly, seriously.
I've got none, sir. I've got none. Give me one.
Please, sir, give me more.
Give me more.
God. Jesus Christ. Paul says Baz is clutching at more straws than a scarecrow having a wank when he talks about Almiron.
Oh, God.
Thomas says Rick Astley never going to give you up. That could be your song for Mickey, couldn't it, Baz?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. Paul says, I think Lee Charnley needs to be honest. He's a big part of the problem also, full of lies, saying he would open up lines of comms with the fans. Yeah, that went well, didn't it? Billy says, talking of beefing up security against Leeds, Charnley, the cheeky twat, has asked me if I want a fucking job. Oh, brilliant, Billy. Brilliant. Only One United says, Paraguayan FA pushing for sanctions against Newcastle over their failure to release him for international duty. I don't know, but they're acting by the law. It's a red-listed country.
Yeah.
Lee Bruce. Wow. Okay. Club like Newcastle should be able to attract the likes of Potter and Hassan Hoodle. Definitely.
I'd take care of those two.
I would. Yeah.
I would.
100%.
Yeah. Ray Potter would definitely be a good shout.
I like Hassan Hoodle. I have to say, I like his style. I like the way he comes across as a manager. If his team gets hammered, he comes out and says the truth. But he doesn't have to put it right, though, by the next time they play. And I like the look of Southampton. I mean, Southampton were one of my favourites to be at the bottom. But, having watched them early doors, we've got a chance. Andy says Lee Charnley's girlfriend's dad has accused him of being a paedophile just because she's 18 and he's 36. Apparently ruined their 10-year anniversary.
Oh, no.
God almighty. I think
Jesus.
Keith sums it up quite well here. We are buggered.
Yeah, we are,
Yeah. Craig says only thing beefed up is Cashley's belly. Or Bruce's, to be honest. Ben said, I would like to see at some point the fan base boycott a Saturday match and go and watch a local club like Gateshead. Imagine 0 supporters at St James's Park and thousands at the Gateshead Stadium. It would create major headlines.
Yeah,
I mean, that something like that. I mean, we're never going to get 0 supporters there. But if the stands are pretty empty and then, they find out that Gateshead International Stadium is rocking with
sold out. Yeah.
I mean, what can that hold, Pete? About 15,000? Maybe it's a bit more.
I think the capacity overall is about 11,900.
Yeah, right. So can you imagine a full... That would actually create a bit of headlines, to be honest. Joe Linton in the Man United game will be as pointless as a tampon in the Arsenal stands.
Oh, God.
God almighty.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Michael says, if we do sack Bruce, I would give Graham Jones a chance because I think the players understand his tactics.
It's just he's a number 2. He's not
he's not
first
number 1.
team.
Yeah.
And if he does come over, take over as manager, caretaker, I mean, it definitely pay for at the back. I can't see him playing free.
Chipper says we are as buggered as Joe Linton's arse after John pounds him. Jake says, why is he beefing up security exactly? Might be the odd few troublemakers, but it's hardly the old firm derby. It's not so much that we're playing Leeds, Jake, to be honest. It's nothing to do with that. It's more the unrest amongst the fans with the ownership and the club.
Security.
It's nothing actually to do with Leeds United. Apparently, they're talking about beefing up the security around the dugout and outside the ground, around the players' entrance, etc., not so much because we're playing Leeds. I mean, to be fair, it is a derby. It's our derby, and it's probably Leeds's as well, to be fair. Leeds are... I mean, I like Leeds. I've said that for a long time. I'm really happy they're back in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of Leeds fans who are good friends. A lot of them follow this channel as well. So I've got nothing but the highest regard for Leeds United, to be honest. But there'll be banter there as usual with the fans, as there normally is. But hopefully nothing nasty. Like you say, you get the odd few dickheads. But I think there's a lot of respect there for... Certainly from my side towards Leeds after what they've been through. They deserve all the success they get.
Yeah,
and I just hope that someday we can turn around and be like Leeds in the future. Are we getting relegated, says Zuida?
So far, yes.
Yeah, Thomas seems to think so as well. Chipper says we've had that one. Geordie says when Newcastle played Blackburn in the FA Cup in 2012, when we beat them 2-1, Blackburn supporters went and watched their local non-league side Chorley. I remember that. It was very, very, very empty. Did I see Joe Linton has a long neck in his head? Thomas is on one tonight. Geordie says, John, you might as well hand your season ticket back anyways because you never go to the matches.
He is doing a boycott, isn't he, on his own?
Yeah, John's on his personal boycott.
I'm going to come. Don't worry about that. I will come to the match. But I'll get the time off.
John is too busy with the ladies' pool. We all know that. Senshi says a drinking game for every Ronaldo step over. Oh God, you'd be absolutely fucking hammered. Gary says Mike Ashley wants 340 million for Newcastle United. I bet he's made that 3 or 4 times over with every penny he's pocketed. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Probably has.
Yep, without a shadow of a doubt. Jody says, well, they don't even have mirrors. They still live in their caves, talking about the trolls. Joe Linton farted come behind the green screen.
Oh.
Jesus, Thomas. Was told a story when I was a kid of a gypsy from Liverpool putting a curse on Newcastle United. Seriously starting to believe it. Oh, you never know. Annie is what's going to happen quicker? John smothering the female gender or the sound Newcastle getting relegated at Christmas? I like the way he's put that. Smothering the female gender. Like he's some sort of pimp. Troll says it's a Polish painter called Lewandowski, Paul. All right, okay. Sorry, a Polish painter. Tough call, Annie. Billy says Mexican Lewandowski. I've heard Mexican Riviere. Oh, no.
Oh,
no, another one. Oh, Ben said, I'd rather work with Leeds fans. At least they are proper supporters and won't be wanking themselves shitless over CR7. I mean, they have gone a bit overboard with it, haven't they? You know, if we're honest. I mean, I know he's a legend at the club and I know he's coming back.
Well, he's going to see how he can do it now since he's well into his 30s and Premier League's one of the most competitive leagues.
Yeah, but to be honest, Pete, he's 36 with the body of a 24-year-old.
True,
You know what I mean?
It would surprise me if he was to still smash it in this league.
I mean, he said he wants to play at least 40 at least, doesn't he? So, and he's perfectly fit enough to do that.
Giggs did, didn't he? So why can't Ronaldo?
Happy Feet says, John, what's that Leicester City player called again?
Oh, God.
Hey!
Move it along.
Come on.
Yeah. Tielemans.
Hey! Ryan says, me every time I hear a dead and oversaturated John Joe Linton joke.
Oh.
Ryan's getting proper miserable lately, isn't he? I mean, he was on your fan forum, John, and then he decided to go because he was sick of talking about Newcastle. Ryan, pull your finger out your ass, right, and start supporting again. Stop being, a dead moose. Ben said, I've heard that Manchester United supporters will be supporting Chelsea next season. Oh, no. More like the Mexican Lewinsky, ready for Bruce Clinton to ruin. Oh, dear me.
Oh,
wow. Ben says, Graham Jones is not a manager. Look at his time at Luton. John hit Joe Linton's Willie so hard an earthquake happened. I mean, let's be honest. Graham Jones's time at Luton was pretty much a disaster.
Yeah, he even said it himself.
Yeah, and that's what convinces me that he's happy just being a number 2. Well, you're full of crack tonight, you guys, aren't you?
No, I agree. Completely agree.
Thomas says, yeah, we've seen that one. John Terry comes up here and will smash a few past. He's loving the nightlife of Newcastle.
Wow.
I think he's like that anymore.
Like you said, he needs to manage elsewhere first.
John, I'll take John Terry tomorrow over Steve Bruce.
Exactly.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You telling me you would rather have Steve Bruce than John Terry at the minute?
Not at all. Not at all. But all I'm saying is, I'm sure John Terry would be a good manager in time. Yeah, but is he ready to take that job on yet? I mean, damn it. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, I just have my opinion. I think he should manage a lesser club first and then come to Newcastle.
Well, he could see Newcastle as a lesser club, to be fair. The position we're in, John. We're not this big top 10 club anymore at the minute. We should be, but we're not. So, when we talk about a lesser club, I mean, just think of the opportunity you'd have, coming to Newcastle and sort of raising us from the dead. It's a whichever manager comes in, if we do get rid of Bruce, whichever one comes in, they could really, really put a statement on their CV by actually changing the fortunes around for Newcastle. Who is that supposed to be?
Peter at the karaoke.
Oh, God almighty.
Well, apparently Steve Bruce's face after a bit of doggy style of corner Archer.
Oh. Quality. I love that meme of that dog. I've seen that before. Paul says, I don't care who you are or who you played for. You shouldn't be getting a manager's job in the Premier League with no experience. So Paul's kind of agreeing with you there, John. Joel says, John came so hard his house looked snowed down. Oh, God. Lee says, Paul, use my dentist, bud. Lee, if you have a dentist, then, get him to get in touch with me, please. Thomas says, who wants a drink? Father Jack. Drink.
Drink.
Girls. Breck. Feck. Lee says, not mine, it's called my dentist. Yeah, I've tried, Lee. Honestly, I've tried so much. Every single one I ring tells me to go away. It must be the same people that are in that group that Barry's in on Twitter. Jules says, I have an infection in my teeth, so know how you feel, Paul. Cheers, Jules. I feel your pain. Paul, you should speak to John. I'm sure he got 8,637 sets of teeth in his sex cupboard. Jason says, I wouldn't have John Terry, but then again, think of all the wives he'll have when the players are on the pitch to teach them how to concentrate. Happy Features, Paul. I know a great way to get a tooth out. It involves John's dungeon and a set of chains. I'd rather not, if I'm honest. I'd rather not. Lee says, Paul, phone Newcastle Dental Hospital first thing tomorrow morning, and they should be able to sort you out. None of this nonsense from the local dentists in the Durham area. Cheers, mate. Tangy says, if you want a dentist, Paul, no need. Just wear a Mackem top in the Gallagher end.
That would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I'd rather eat my own shit. Thomas says, I heard John was on Hell's Kitchen. Charles says, PD belongs in the top right-hand corner. What are you doing, Paul? I know people are starting to notice that if they're out of position, it's like anti-deck. Let's just sort this out here. So we'll bring in PD, John, and then there you go. We're all back in the normal place. I hope that's cured your OCD there, Trulls. Andy says, relegated by October. Well done on 800 subs, John, says Thomas. Chip is apparently John caught Joe Linton sucking on David's knobbly bobbly and has dumped him. Lee says, bring in Alex Scott, and the likes of Fraser will never be injured again. Yeah. Postman Pat got stuck in a tree. What the Thomas? Jake says, if you got Chelsea's women's manager, you can bet John will be using his season ticket every week. Well, the only thing about it, she's not really a star. What? Hey, there he is, John, your mate.
No.
Who is it, John? Who is it?
Couldn't help myself.
Tielemans.
Hey. Joel says, Bruce will never be sacked, in my opinion. Had hope, but that's gone, as the hope for anything at all has. Lee says, the majority of people believe that the most washed body part in 2021 was the hands, but in fact it was the brain. Okay, are we talking about brainwashing with COVID or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah. Happy Feet says, I think Bruce won't be sacked this season. We've said this every season, but he's cheap enough for Ashley. Archer says, I believe Steve Bruce is currently taking a trip to the dentist and goes in the room, and Joe Linton asks, open your mouth, and used a Brazilian pube to file his tooth.
Jesus Christ.
I would have Emma Hayes as the next Toon manager, says Michael. Jimbo says, people say all the top teams are untouchable. I'm a Leeds fan, and I really hope you join us and smash Arsenal so they suffer. Yeah, Arsenal is quite a comedy at the minute. So's a lot of their YouTube channels, to be honest. Rage is really peaking. Jason said, heard a rumor Bruce has 3 more years left on his current deal. Is that me?
Paul?
Yeah. Who's that off?
I'm not telling you.
It's Chippers, isn't it?
No, Chippers isn't that clever.
Annie?
No.
Billy?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought, one of them. Jason says, heard a rumor Bruce has 3 more years left on his current deal due to a rolling year extension after each season. So technically, he had a 6-year deal that works out as League 2 by the time his deal runs out.
Oh, I heard something like that. Oh, God. Oh, no.
It's frightening. It is absolutely frightening. Lee says, I think my wife is putting glue on my antique weapons collection. She denies it, but I'm sticking to my guns.
Oh, Jesus.
Gary says, is there any female managers in our men's Premier League today? Because if there is, they'll be much better than Steve Bruce. Why not give them a go? You know what I mean? Just because they're female, it doesn't mean they can't do just as good a job or better. Thomas says, Father Jack loves some girls. John, don't get jealous. What
John, when he sees the female gender.
Oh, God almighty. I don't mean we beat them, though. Sorry, haha, up the Toon and marching on together. Ryan says, it isn't four horsemen without John having a mare. Well, yeah, I mean, Chippers, John Spider-Man, Joe Linton, like Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs. Oh, wow. Paul, you should have took a picture of it. It sounds something very rare. What's he talking about?
That one. I don't know.
Not sure. John's penis Tinder account is named LLL, Little Linton's Lover. Oh, my God. John, would you take Emma Hayes as our next manager because she's won trophies with Chelsea?
I tell you what, 100%. I mean, let's make history. Like, you know, I mean, if they're good enough, like you said before, then why not? I mean, end of the day, sort of thing. I mean, you got to give it a try. I mean, for me, and she could shock a few people, not just in Newcastle, but in the Premier League. And like you said earlier, also, she certainly kicked them in the arses to a lot of them. I'm telling you, she would make them work as well,
especially when she gets them in the shower.
Baz.
Baz, is that you?
Hey,
oh, no, that's I would be tragically upset by that, Baz. Ian Dowie.
That looks like my best mate called Matthew Tapley back up home, one of my best mates. We called him Ian Dowie for a very long time. So, no, I'm not having that one.
Wow.
Not happening. He's already been spoken for.
Yeah, Keith says, John, you're a good sport, mate. Of course he is.
Thank you.
Geordie said, I had to laugh at John's Q&A. He called his mum an idiot. I hope she told you off for that. Yeah, you did actually call your mother an idiot, John. Do you know that?
Yeah, what it is, right? I mean, I said, she said something. I have to go. I'm on the stream. Yeah. So if she says anything, I can hear it on the stream as well. So basically, sort of, I just said to say, go away. I'll speak to you in a bit.
But you called her an idiot, John.
You can't say it. I told her so many times, don't just do it on the stream. You know what I mean? It has to be told, man. I love her the bits, but it has to be told. But my mum, sometimes she listens, sometimes she don't. And
but John, you know what to do when you go live, lock her in the fucking dungeon.
Where does that sound familiar, though? Sometimes she listens, sometimes she doesn't. You take after your mother, John.
Yeah, I do love her. Yeah, I do love her, man.
That's gone straight over his head, Baz. It's straight over his head.
Sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't.
Hey.
Truls says, Paul, what you saw last week was Dracula. Didn't you see the teeth and red eyes? Yes, I did. Thank you, Truls. It was Dracula. Billy said, did anyone see the American guy pull a big Mooney on Peter's stream on Saturday? Well, we've seen a photo of it tonight. Smelly Alien, good evening to you. A ref from Greater Manchester is reffing the game. Brilliant. And how did they get away with that? Mental. Tangy says, respect it, John. If Tinder doesn't work, there is a show called Married at First Sight on Channel 4.
Oh, hey.
I think you should go on Love Island, John. I think you honestly, the ratings for Love Island would just go through the roof if you were on it.
Well,
Jason says, Paul is scared of big cats because he soon shot himself when he caught a glimpse of the Puma logo on his shirt and the last four horsemen. It wasn't so much the logo. It was that I thought that big thing that had flown in the window was on my shoulder. That's what it was. Yeah, Chippers is saying that John's next hashtag is going to be FF the Sol to the Solheim Cup ladies. Lee says, did you play for Durham Wasps when John Hall bought them and they became Newcastle Jesters? I did. But that was a very, very controversial time. Ryan says, how are other players like Martinez and Sanchez able to play in the World Cup qualifying games, but Miggy can't for Paraguay? where the fuck is the consistency? It just depends on what countries are red flagged. Trull says, what happened on Thursday? Didn't see the FPL podcast. No, there wasn't one because I watched the England game instead. I didn't pay too much attention to the one on Sunday because, well, I didn't really want to watch it. Jimbo says, the Toon need Bruce gone. I love Newcastle, which as a Leeds fan isn't something I brag about, but you guys need to stay up. Thanks very much. Thomas says, oh my fucking God, John, you are so naughty. Apologise to your mum, you naughty boy. Call the FBI. He has been caught red-handed. Your mum was on about water, I think.
No, she basically said they shall cover the food out in the kitchen, sort of thing. She could have said earlier on, but I was going to do it anyway. But after she's done, listen, it's done now. It's past, and move on.
Okay, that's me.
Yes, Yuri. Cool, Yuri there.
Yep. Shane Bruce didn't go to Portugal with the McCanns.
Oh
no!
Damn it, neck.
Yes, finally, someone's shown true colours that we need to be saying. Just get him out.
Yeah. John is like a modern day Barry White, says Kev.
Singing legend.
Thomas says, how dare you say to your mum, fuck off, John?
I did not say that at all.
But you called her an idiot. Happy Feet says, have you heard the new club announcement by Staveley? She said she was shouted out by John on Twitter and is considering him bringing into the club staff. She's interested, John. Either run or follow up. Geordie says, Bristol's Mr. Lover. Bruce went to Portugal to see Hendrick play against Ronaldo. Oh, God. Don't say that. I heard John made a move for Steve Bruce because he thought Brucey was Mrs. Doubtfire until he realised he had a cock. Jesus. Hendrick will probably be playing on Saturday, says Truls. Oh, God almighty. Steve Bruce says, John dunked me harder than a soggy digestive. Well, you know. Jimbo says, how many of you want to see Arsenal go down, though? You're above Arsenal. Yeah, that's a good point. We are above Arsenal.
Then Arsenal aren't going to go down this season.
They're not going down again. But can you imagine they did? I mean, people like Lee Gunner and Chig, they're going to be absolutely angry.
John, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you in love with Lee Gunner?
He's a good YouTuber. He's a good YouTuber. And he's a fan that really cares about the club. Yeah. And he says how like it is, you know what I mean? He just doesn't care who has to go through, so he's an honest person. Because
if you are in love with him, you have compared me to him before in the past, as you well know. So, you know, I don't want you falling for me, John.
No.
John only has one love.
He does. Yeah, he does. Oh, my love. Michael said, I would take Emma Hayes as manager if there is a takeover, but not under Ashley because she'll tell him to fuck off. Senshi says 3-1 Man United. Get a penalty kick. Well, I don't think we'll score. Steve Bruce says, enjoyed our holiday in Lisbon, John, but you do realise that I'm not Mrs. Doubtfire, don't you? And he also says, I'm streaking off if Ronaldo scores a hat-trick on Saturday. Oh, God help us.
Back to Portugal, my guy.
Yeah. The top of John's looks like a Malteser.
Top of John's head looks like a Malteser.
Yeah.
Oh. Harsh. So his fault he's bald.
Well, it probably is. Senshi says, no, an advert for Manscaped. Thanks for the show, man. Bazza, you are studging that picture a bit too long. I'm not sure.
One?
I don't know. The only way we will get anything from this match is if I become the goalkeeper ahead of Woodman because the ball will bounce off my beer belly. Very good point, Steve Bruce. Keith says we'll get hammered 6-0 against Manchester United. It's coming up to conquer season. John Shiny, he just reminded me. Gary says, what about Arsenal and Arteta? If he gets sacked and if that happens, would NUFC take him on?
I don't know.
You're a bit... I've noticed, Pete, when this has been brought up on your channel, you're a bit swayed. you're a bit sort of divided on Arteta.
I mean, he was good to start off with, but I think the job's become far too big for him at Arsenal now. And would he do well? That's the thing.
Of crap, haven't they?
Well, I mean, the signings haven't exactly been top notch, have they? To be fair.
I mean, who's that one that signed on deadline? He'd never heard.
I know. I mean, they do have injuries at the minute. Let's be fair. You know, some of the big players are out. Partey's out, and the defender, Gabriel, is it? He's out.
Yeah,
Gabriel's
so
out.
They would make a difference to a starting 11. Would you take Arteta, John?
As manager, personally, I'll take him over Bruce, but for me, not yet. I just can't see any Premier League club's going to touch him after this one.
Yeah,
I just can't see it. I just can't see it.
Baz, what about you?
Any day over Bruce. Not sure if there was a takeover though.
Yeah, I think if there was a takeover, we should be even a bit higher than Arteta, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I think we would. Guys, you've got about 15, 20 minutes left of tonight's show. So if you are enjoying it, don't forget to smash the like button for me. Help me build this channel. And if you're new and you like what you see, please don't forget to consider subscribing and help me get up to that 3,000 level. And also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can with a super chat. Just hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, and it will take you through that way. And I appreciate that in advance. And also, if you go and subscribe to all the guys, links are down in the description. Fantastic channels. Help Peter get build it even more. Baz to get to 500, and John obviously desperate to get to the 1,000 so he can start earning some money to take all these women out. So go and get subscribed, guys. Steve Bruce says, I'm away to Andorra next international break, so I'll send you a text message to arrange when we'll go there, John. Take care, fellas. Jake says, let's have a minute's silence for the poor Portuguese public who had to suffer Bruce sunbathing topless, lying there like an overstuffed chorizo. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's not the greatest image on the beach, is it really, Steve Bruce? I mean, he gets in the sea, the fucking sea gets out. You know what I mean? It's not pleasant. Kev says, imagine a night out with Chippers, John Sinclair, and Level 7 Dave.
Oh, my word.
John's been caught a couple of them. Do you think Thomas smokes or gets pissed before the show?
Either that or he smokes off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lee said, see that York got drawn against Hebburn Town in the FA Cup, and Gateshead got Bradford Park Avenue the day after the Leeds match, if anyone is interested.
I might go to Gateshead against Bradford Park if I can.
Yeah.
York away or Hebburn at home?
I'm not sure, mate. I haven't seen the draw. Sharik says, hey guys, Villa fan, you have some very good players, but what is Almiron meant to be good at, or what's his position, please? Baz, we'll let you answer that.
Jesus, every week,
Seeing as he's the sole member of the Miggy Almiron fan club.
He's a number 10. Plays behind the striker. It's as simple as that. He's not played there all season, and he didn't play there.
He doesn't play there for Paraguay.
He plays an attacking free.
He plays on the left.
He plays an attacking free. I've not really watched much of Paraguay, to be honest with you, but there you go.
You what?
But he's an attacking. I don't really watch much of Paraguay, to be fair. Yeah, I just watch the Miggy highlights when they come up on Twitter. But they're always good highlights. This is the thing. He always plays well when he plays in it.
Listen, Baz, Joe Linton could look good on fucking highlights.
I don't know about that one, because you won't see Joe Linton in a Brazilian shirt.
Well, that's very, very true, actually. Yeah. I have, Well, yeah.
Lisa's put Miggy on the left, put ASM on the right, alternate them as well. They will cause havoc to any Premier League club who will stand up front alongside them.
Yeah, fair enough. Lee said, I wouldn't take Ralph Hasenhüttl. Still needs to prove his worth in the Premier League, in my opinion. What? Wasn't that long ago Leicester stuffed them 9-0.
Yeah, but look at the run they went on after that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a freak match, you know what I mean? They happen. Exactly. I mean, it happens to Newcastle every fucking week, but for Southampton, it was a freak result. And I know sort of they got beat heavily again, you know, but let's face it. Apparently, Chris Wilder could get the job. Great. Another defensive manager, says Lewis.
Yeah, but he was defensive for Sheffield United because he didn't have the talent, did he?
No, very, very
hard work.
Very little up front, that's a certainty. Yeah. Geordie would happily take Chris Wilder. Paul says, what the fuck can FIFA do to punish us over? Miggy, transfer ban? Nope. Make us have a shite owner? Nope. Give us the worst manager in Premier League history? Nope. Perfectly capable of doing that without help. Good point. I'd happily take Chris Wilder too. Not sure where, though. Warren says, everything is so messed up about the club. The only positive thing that's good is the fans always have been. Without us, the club is dead. I think that you could say that about any club, though, without the fans, to be honest.
Yeah.
Lewis says, I wouldn't Geordie and Happy Feet, so he wouldn't take him. Leeds versus Manchester United is a massive derby, not Leeds v Newcastle. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying for us, it's the closest Premier League to us, and it's only like an hour and a bit down the road.
When I was younger, because Sunderland are obviously different leagues, so with Middlesbrough. When I first started going to Premier League games, Leeds was the biggest game for us, and I used to love watching those games. And it used to be quite hostile as well when I was about 9, 10, going to the games against Leeds. Bricks being thrown at the buses and stuff like that. So it is a big game.
Yeah. Tony says we should have been in for Sissoko for £2.5 million. Greater bargain we missed out on too.
No, I would have took Damari Gray. I wouldn't done if our team was just Sissoko back.
I'm not sure about Sissoko, no.
Mind
you, is he better than what we've got? Probably.
Probably is, but he's got a Watford. I mean,
I know.
They've been a loss today. They lost, haven't they? A big loss.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we certainly threw away the receipt for him. Jake said, I've just come back from Skegness on Friday. Have I missed a lot? And hope you all guys. You haven't missed a tremendous amount, Jake. No, just a ridiculous statement from Newcastle United. Billy says a cabbage detector would go straight for the home bench, Jake. Yeah. I would take John's mum instead of Bruce.
Here we go.
Your milk's definitely off of that.
Wow.
Geordie says I would take a delivery driver over Bruce.
That'd be John.
Thomas, step it down a bit, says Taylor. Tom says, John, keep your phone on and get your boots ready for Saturday because you probably will be needed up front with Joe Linton.
Oh,
I think John normally plays behind Joe Linton, didn't he?
And apparently, John, is this you when your deal with Colgate expires? Oh, God.
Oh, that's shocking, that. That's terrible. John's teeth will never, ever be like that.
And have a guess who sent that?
Chippers.
Yeah, that's again.
You know what it is? He looks out. You can tell John looks after his teeth, man. Christ almighty.
Right.
If his lights fail in the car, all he has to do is smile and he'll be able to see where he's going. Very pearly white, aren't they?
Yeah, but
unlike mine, and I need mine out. I've had no dentists on, guys. There's not one single dentist subscribes to my channel. Nearly 3,000 of them, and not one of them's a bloody dentist. Come on. Jesus. John and Baz have swapped places. Soon Baz's green screen will be in his garage. No, this is where we usually have them now. So, like Ant and Deck, they've got to be in the right place. Who needs CR7 when we have J7? And then Jake says, and level 7 Dave. L7D. While Bruce says the body of a 90-year-old. Oh, dear. Leicester are cursed with injuries. Lila, I do not care about Leicester's injuries. Tom says, John, your teeth look nice and shiny. Are you still using that Colgate? Leila says, at least as a Leicester fan, we've just built a £100 million training ground. Well, just rub it in a bit, Leila. Why don't you?
Praise just for doing it. Move on.
Yeah. Baz, who's that Chelsea player that played for Sheffield United last season again? Edmund Adupu. Yeah, you filled with that.
I'm not very good with names like that, lad. I'm really crap with stuff like
you
that.
meant Ampadu, didn't you?
Ampadu, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't quite come out that way.
No, I didn't know.
I know who you meant, though. Jordy says, I'd take Terry's chocolate orange over Steve Bruce. John can't believe that trophy cabinet is gone, or have you filled it up? He's got a green screen, Tom. He's not going to put that in front of his green screen. Well, you never know, but I don't think he will. Ampadu or something like that, Welsh International. Ryan said, did John get 800 bear back for subscribe? That's terrible, Ryan. That is terrible. Oh, God almighty. Jake said, can't say no to Gary Monk and yes to John Terry. Makes no sense whatsoever. John's right. Can't be giving new managers the reins of big clubs just because they were good players. Look at Arsenal. Yes, but we're not a big club. You know, we can't say we're a big club. And that hurts me to say that because
in terms of support, you're getting the support, but when you want to win trophies, we're not a big club. We're not winning trophies. You know what I mean?
No.
I know what you mean, Harry. Don't worry about that. Trull says Terry is a racist, so I don't want him anywhere near our club, but that's my opinion. Tom says Newcastle are 11-8 to be relegated. Cue the Arsenal women's team are embarrassing the men's. Anybody's embarrassing the Arsenal men's team at the minute, to be fair. Tony says, yeah, I'd rather have Bruce over John Terry, to be honest. What? Nah.
Anyone but Bruce at the moment. Just anyone.
Layla says, would you have taken Buendia instead of Willock? Yeah, no, exactly. Michael says, I'd rather have Emma Hayes as manager. Thomas says, Paul, your dentist is on the bottom right. He will teach you to use Cumgate.
Oh, God.
Bottom left now, then, obviously.
He's on the bottom left now. I'm going to say, listen, I don't think even Cumgate could fix my tooth. Layla says, do you know the £40 million you paid for Joe Linton? You could have got Andre Silva for 25.
He's at Sampdoria, by the way.
Thanks, John. Carl says, Celtic Park is shit. Ibrox is better. Do you agree, Johnny boy?
Oh, God, you again.
Get off that stream, Carl. Just get off it, man. Get off it.
Layla says, when are Newcastle playing us? At least that is a game we can play well and enjoy myself. I don't know when the next when we're playing Leicester.
December.
Is it December? Oh, yeah, it is.
Right away. December. Saturday, 11th December.
The only way to get rid of the monumental bell end is if he walks. And the only thing that happens is if we make it clear we don't want him, he doesn't need the money. He just needs to go. I know the amount of times he's been sacked. So, you know, he definitely doesn't need the money. Lee, are you on about the likes of Simon Jordan trying to brainwash the public that the Toon are lucky to have Steve Bruce? I think that Arsenal and Southampton won't be relegated. I'm thinking Norwich, Burnley and Newcastle. That could actually be the three. Leo says, John, who is the Nigerian who plays for Leicester?
The Nigerian?
Oh, yes, I know his name.
Yeah, I know who he's...
Go on, John.
Who is it?
He's playing in is he CDM? He plays CDM, doesn't he?
No, striker. No, I know who he's on about.
Oh, right. He came from Salzburg.
Man City. No, he came from Man City.
Man City.
Oh, yeah. I know who he is, but I can't pronounce it. Sorry. Let it go.
Go on, let's have a try. Go on.
Come on, John.
Can't pronounce it, man. But
can't pronounce it, man.
Kelechi
Iheanacho.
Oh God! I tried to pronounce it.
Paul says, fuck me, James Whale has let himself go. If you're talking about me, Paul, me and you's going to fall out. If NUFC players had played in the right positions, we would have less injuries than to what they're having now. I'm not sure it's the positions, to be honest, but Carl says, hit that like button like Steve Bruce's face, everyone. Layla says, by the way, Joe Linton and Tielemans are the same price. Daylight robbery. Jason says, John, would you take any woman as manager, as it's another shout out added to your list? Oh, dear me. Luke says, the only manager Mike Ashley would replace Steve Bruce with would be Alan Pardew, and rumour of Bentaleb signing on a free.
Oh, not Bentaleb again.
Nah. They'll just be hell on. Ryan says, women's football is absolutely shit. Seen them falling over and they want same wages. Let's be responsible. They're not worth quarter the man. Ryan, give our.
Women are doing way better than
ours. Ryan, that's just a sexist comment, man. I can't agree with you on that one.
They play good football at times. I don't think they deserve to get the same money, though, because they don't draw in the same crowds and they don't bring in the same revenue. So if you're going to pay them the same amount of money as the men, they're going to go out of business.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan says, I'm not a dead moose, Paul. I'm happy I'm seeing players play for the Maple Leaf, and I wish international break can last forever because at this rate we'll qualify for the World Cup. Yeah, Canada are on a bit of a roll at the minute. Postman Pat, how is your cat?
Fine.
Layla's apparently fuming that Israel have qualified for the World Cup. Tom says Anthony Taylor appointed referee for Manchester United. Yeah. Ryan says, decent football with tactics and a plan B, unlike the fat fuck bacon clown Bruce. Get it off your chest, Ryan. John, have any managers in the Estonian 3rd Division caught your eye during your watch-alongs?
Nah, I don't watch Estonian football, sorry, and I haven't even got a clue about that league.
John, your dungeon is soundproof. Just go in there. So just go in, just nip in there to do your streams, John, and then you wouldn't be bothered. What will happen if Norwich beat Arsenal? There'll be a lot of laughter.
There'll be hell on it.
AFCT. Check
out. Ryan says, last time I backchat my mother, I got a red lug. Exactly. We don't call our mothers idiots. John Sinclair. Ryan says, what time on Peter's stream was the mooning? Probably a couple of hours into it, Ryan, after you'd probably pissed off in a huff. Yeah. Carl says, I wouldn't take Emma Hayes. She has to show her worth in the Championship or League One and build her way up to the Premier League. Likewise to John Terry. Look,
I disagree with that.
Yeah. John, do you not know there's a mute button so you can walk away and talk to your mum?
2 hours, 11 minutes and 19 seconds.
There you go. That's when it is. Peter should go on Love Island. Every show he's on, people want to show their skin. God, yes. That's so true. Carl says, John, you take after your mother. It goes through one ear and out the other. Must run through your denim jeans. Jason says, but calling his mum an idiot wasn't the only thing he said to her. 34 minutes, 16 seconds after she replied, he muttered 2 words under his breath. Yeah, you know. What did you say under your breath, John?
Please don't tell me it was silly cow, John.
Could be. I don't normally say that.
Carl says, not joking, but anyone else realise that the Paralympics is on TV? It always seems to be on after the last leg. Absolutely ridiculous. No, Carl, the last leg covers the Paralympics. The last leg show started because of the Paralympics, mate. That's what it's all about. It's connected. It's nothing to do with the last leg and then the Paralympics are on. The last leg is part of the Paralympics. That's how that show got started. It's one of my favorite shows on TV, The Last Leg. I love it. And I think it's absolutely superb. And, it's all connected, mate. It's nothing to do with following each other. It's connected.
It's only on before it because it's in Tokyo, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the time difference.
Yeah.
So bit of a silly comment again.
Yeah. Lee Gunner and John sitting in the tree.
Oh.
Thomas says, Paul, how heavy is your Rottweiler now? He's 11 and a bit weeks old and he's almost 13 kilograms.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a beast. I was going to show everybody that I was going to get him on camera, but he's I've heard him barking downstairs, so God knows what's going on down there. Ginger says, Arteta is dog shit. Carl says, John supports Newcastle, Juventus and Celtic. Any more clubs?
No.
Is you?
I didn't think you were a Juventus fan. I thought you were every Italian club, to be fair.
No, I mean...
every Italian woman, Baz, not football club.
Good point.
Paul, having a Lucozade sticker on your period juices in your bottle is too... That's disgusting! Happy Feet, go and take your face for a mammoth shit right now. Thomas says, Jason, that's why John says fuck off. See, John, you have been caught. Toon smash the like button, says Carl. Would you take Arteta, John? John said, I'd take him over Bruce, but no, I wouldn't take him. Lol, don't forget our goal difference will go straight on the top downwards. Oh, God. Just out of curiosity.
Our goal difference is going to be one of the worst in the Premier League.
That sounds better, John. Well done. Just out of curiosity, does anyone know the expectations at Newcastle? Just I don't have a clue, says Steve Bruce. York are away, Baz, in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I would have went to it if they're at home.
Yeah, I'm just running through these last few comments because we've gone over. Gary says, for all Australian fans, please stick your thumb down and this end of the world would stick thumbs up. So if more thumbs up for a great show this evening. Thanks, Gary. I see what you mean by, down under. Yeah. The United derby. How much did you buy Sir Les for? Was it £6 million?
Yes, it was.
It was around that, yeah. Trull says, Paul, I can pull your tooth out and you can pull mine. Yeah, we'll just get, tie them up around each other and walk backwards. I'm sure they'll pop out that way. Just woke up for a nap and came back to that terrifying green screen. I think you're talking about Barry's. It's giving people nightmares. Well, Steve Wraith has Mitch the Geordie Dentist on his channel on a Friday night. Yes, he does, Lee, but he lives in Dubai. And that's quite a long commute for me just to get one tooth sorted. Ryan said, just saw Annie's tweet. I fucking knew it. He was a Toon fan all along, just never wanted to admit it. What's that? What's Annie tweeted?
Not seen it.
Wow, okay.
Right now.
John Terry will be another Wayne Rooney at Derby, in my opinion. Has to prove himself. Eddie Howe all day long. I would take Alan Pardew back if we got rid of Bruce.
Yeah.
Just bear with us 2 seconds. My son's just walked in. Talk among us.
So that's Annie's strips. So he's got his Newcastle top in it. So that's what you were saying. That was his tweet.
All right.
Fair, though. He's got his Bristol City one there. He's got a Brazil one. I'm not too sure what that other one is.
My little lad's going to bring the puppy up to show you before we go off.
Amazing.
Anyone hear about the former PSG player who died the day after? Yeah, I did. 39 years in a coma. That was unbelievable. 39 years in a coma.
Wow.
So sad. Sarah Harden as well. That was tragic news as well.
Yes,
my daughter's 19, grew up loving Girls Aloud, and just such a shame. I mean, cancer's a twat. It really is. Yeah. 39. It's just no age at all. Went to see the Newcastle Legends on Saturday night at the Tyne Opera House. It was a brilliant night. Yeah, I've watched it on YouTube. Roberto Martinez will be a cracking move for Newcastle, not John Terry.
Yeah, but he's not going to leave Belgium and all those cracking players to come and manage us under like Ashley. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Come on, guys. John first. Pronounce the Leicester owner's last name. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Siri.
River. Right, guys, I've got somebody who wants to say hello. Come here. This is the big brute. Oh, bloody Nora. There he is.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big lad. And yeah, hey, yes, you are. He is. He's mint. Look at the size of them paws, man. Rah. Hey. I know. Oh, God, I've got the golden retriever here as well. Come here. Come in. Oh, who's hello? Look in the camera.
Oh,
there she is. Go on, look up. Hey. Right, there you go. So you've had your big camera. Right, we're 2 hours 7 minutes, and the show has come to an end. But I'd like to thank Fred Red for his super chat as well. Thank you very much. What's the difference between a paedophile and acne? One waits until you're 13 to come on your face. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, good to put that in a super chat because that was never getting read out.
Wow.
That's horrible. I mean, I've heard some really dark jokes about.
Anybody want to say anything?
No.
Somebody speak.
That was that was.
Why has everybody's mics gone off?
What's the matter? Oh, Paul, what
I can't hear anybody.
Oh, Paul's broke it. Your dogs have broke it.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The host has unmuted your mic, so the host muted our mic.
Anyway, we've come to the end of the show. I don't know what's happened. Oh, that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Dog pulled the fucking headphones out. Never mind.
The dogs did it.
I know.
Dogs always do it.
I know. Right. Thank you, everybody, for your messages and your comments tonight. It's been a great show again. Thank you for the ones that donated a super chat. I really appreciate that. If you have enjoyed the show, don't forget to go and smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, please hit the subscription button. And like I said before, the links to everybody others, all the guys' channels are in the description below. So please go and subscribe to those guys as well. Lots and lots of stuff coming up on every single channel. Guys, any thoughts you want to add before we end the show?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody is, to be honest. Go on, John.
I've got 2 guests coming on the show on tomorrow and Wednesday. Claire Williams, Man Utd fan. She's going to come on tomorrow and 6:30. And on Wednesday, it'll be Lily, Businessland Talks. Come on, we chat 7:30.
On your chat or on your show?
On my show.
All right. I don't know whether it was just like you were scripting your Twitter chat, just live streaming your Twitter feed or your text messages or whatever it is. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, with the fan forum. So come and have your say. Sorry? Yeah, the video call thing. Yeah. So come and join me on the show for that. The link, as usual, will be pinned in the live comments. Pete, anything coming up this week?
Oh, just the usual. There'll be the preview. Probably quick thoughts after the game. Player ratings.
Cool. Baz?
Preview of the game. There's a few other things happening. There was a great show on tonight, If You Love Your Golf. That was on at 6:30 till 7:30 with Bill and Bill.
I can't get over my golf.
But you're not doing that with golf. Golf is amazing.
Golf is amazing.
Yes, it is. Watch the show. I've got a very, very, very special guest on that show. He's
It's not John Sinclair, is it?
More important than him. More important than him.
You know how he likes to swing his club.
Not good enough, but you're sure.
I said I've got someone more important than you, mate.
Hey, just remember you're going in the channel first, by the way. Big up to you, my guy.
Never forget that. Never forget that. But I've got Richard signed up, Arsenal. I've got a West Ham fan. I've got a Southampton fan. All going to be doing content in one place, so it's worth watching.
I've just realised your channel's called World of Sport. I mean, are you getting Dickie Davies on as well?
There's lots of stuff going. I've got MMA on there now as well. There was a MMA show yesterday. How can you not like fighting? You're the size of a frigging beast yourself.
Yeah, I know that, but
the ice hockey pitch as well. MMA is fucking.
I know, but my fighting days are long gone now, Buzz. Long gone.
No, they're not.
I'm just gentle giant.
Not the way you big up on Twitter. You're going to be getting lots of fights outside St. James as well.
No, that's fair enough. Bring it on. Right. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the show again. As I say, we'll be back at 8 o'clock next week, and God knows what that show is going to be like after.
I'm not.
You're not there. Okay, well, I'm sure we'll find a guest somewhere.
Wait, I'm just going to check my schedule for you. It's important, isn't it?
It's very important, Buzz, yes.
What shifts am I on? Oh, no, I'm good this Monday. It's next Monday.
Right, cool. So we'll all 4 of us will be back next Monday night. God knows what kind of show it's going to be after probably a debacle at Manchester United, but I guess we'll see. But this has been the 4 Horsemen of the Toon, and we will see you all again next Monday. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Yeah.
Be strong. Strong.